Die haben mal riesige Bombe gemacht, die Arschlöcher!
Dragonlord, does that name ring any bells to you? If not, you're probably better off not watching this video because it will legit destroy your last piece of trust in humanity that you still have left. But if you're curious and you don't really care about the consequences, Dragonlord, or you know, Drachenlord in German, it's become an internet phenomenon that has kind of grown out of proportion. It's basically a German YouTuber slash YouNow user slash internet person, I don't know, but just overall a very, very good example for what not to do on the internet. And basically at first he was just, you know, a regular YouTuber, nothing really out of the ordinary, just, you know, just doing stuff. But even back then, when he didn't particularly do anything wrong, people were already hating him because, I mean, let's face it, he's not really the most attractive person ever. Look, I'm no bully, but I'm just trying to understand why people would hate him. But yeah, I don't know, it's just that, you know, he was doing some stuff, people didn't like it. And, you know, he has severe issues with that, you know, he can't stand people not liking him. So much even that he has developed some kind of paranoia, I'd say, where, you know, when someone comes to his house or someone wants to talk to him because, you know, they recognize him, he immediately thinks that, oh, this has to be a hater, this has to be some kind of hater, and that guy. But the cause for this extreme paranoia has been one incident mainly. I mean, it's been a couple, like a huge chain of incidents. But the main incident which kind of led to this incredibly questionable behavior is that he was streaming on YouNow one day and he had this very, like, he was talking to this relatively cute girl, I'd probably say, that was totally not just out of his age range, but also totally out of his league. And smart that he is, he proposed to her. Of course, because that's something you do on YouNow to.
Also im Prinzip will ich dich hier live fragen, ob du mich heiraten willst.
And as it turns out, that girl wasn't particularly a fan of him.
Ist das dein Ernst?
Ja, schon.
Also Rainer, du bist echt ein ganz besonderer Mensch. Und mit besonders meine ich, du bist der fetteste, dümmste Idiot, den ich je in meinem ganzen Leben gesehen habe.
And yeah, that's kind of when he lost or started losing his mind entirely. He made a follow-up video after this incident where, and this is a good lesson for why you should always, especially if you're a YouTuber, keep your exact address private. And it also shows how terrible doxing is actually, like how it can absolutely f with your life.
Ich weiß, dass ein paar Arschlöcher da draußen meinen, ich sei das letzte Arschloch und der letzte Kasper und Drecksack und was weiß ich alles. Irgendeiner, ich weiß es nicht wer, es ist mir auch scheißegal. Ich weiß nicht wer es war. Irgendjemand hat meine Schwester mit einer PC-Computerstimme angerufen und gemeint, pass auf, ich weiß, wo du wohnst. Wer auch immer das war, traut euch, kommt zu mir als Schauerberg 8 in 91448 ins Kirchen. Traut euch, kommt zu mir und legt euch mit mir an. Ich prügel die Scheiße aus euch raus.
So in that video he was mad, clearly, and he leaked his own address. And yeah, just watch.
Wow!
Du lädst die Leute daher ein und rufst uns an, das Hausfriedensbruch ist. Also irgendwo beißt sich das ein wenig, oder? Kannst du andere Kollegen herholen, aber ich mach das nicht.
Needless to say, it was probably the dumbest idea anyone ever had on the internet. And things didn't stop there, unfortunately. Because this shit is still going on to this very day. Like, there seems to be no end whatsoever. Like, it's said that he gets up to 100 visitors every week. I mean, could you imagine a little under 100 people standing in front of your house saying like really terrible stuff at you?
Soll ich reinkommen, du Bastard, hä? Also hab ich Angst vor so einem kleinen Kindergartenkind. Fotze, Alter. Wer da mal treffen kann.
Probably also throwing stuff on your property. Needless to say, this guy is probably living hell right now. But here's the thing, you know, as much as I wanna feel sorry for him, he's just such an idiot. Like, how can you leak your own address and think it's a good idea, you know? Like, asking people to come to your house and fight you. Bro, you have zero game, okay? Let's put that out of the way first. You have zero game. Okay? And you're asking others to fight them. And then you also expect people to come there and actually wanna fight you. No, those people just wanna make your life hell. Because they hate you. They don't wanna fight you. They just wanna make your life hell. And yeah, as I've said earlier, the situation hasn't changed to this day. It's still going on. You can also go visit him as well if you want to. I mean, the address is still out there and he hasn't moved since. Which is like, why? I mean, he's causing trouble to the entire town. You know, it's grown so much out of proportion that, you know, even that the neighbors hate him, that basically everyone in the whole town wants him to move out. Because it's just giving the whole town such, well, not just a bad image, but also so much trouble that it's just a huge nuisance for everyone living there. Especially because his house is in such a terrible condition. I mean, you've seen it in the videos before, but I mean, just take a look at it again. What the is actually going on there? Like, what happened? Rumors say that he's actually only using or like actively living in the first floor of his house because the ground floor is just way too messy and too disgusting to move around, let alone even live in. Another rumor also says that he apparently f***ed his horse. I think that's bullshit, but I mean, whatever. And yeah, that's about it, honestly. Story of the Dragonlord. Again, I wanna feel sorry for him, but he's just too much of an idiot. So yeah, let this be a lesson for you that you should never leak your own address under any circumstance. It's not a good idea. People will come to your house even if they don't hate you, and it's gonna be terrible. You're gonna have to move. Don't do it. So yeah, that's the story of the Dragonlord. If you're living in Germany or, you know, near that area and considered visiting him, don't do it. He's already having like the worst time of his life every single day. Just leave him alone. As much of an idiot he is, and as much I also wanna, you know, talk shit to the guy, I think at some point it's time for us to kind of, you know, grow a conscience and leave the guy alone, honestly. But yeah, that's about it for that story. I hope you enjoyed. Don't visit Dragonlord, for the love of God. And I'll catch you in another video. Take care.